Good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the free 3-day Anti-Inflammatory Lifestyle 101. There is a reason. Hey, you guys, there is a reason. There's a woman here with me. I was about to jump into the lifestyle. This is Allie. If you have not yet met Allison, this is my good friend and partner in this business, Allison Geen. And she is an amazing yoga instructor. And I'm really happy that you're here to join us today, Allison.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Those of you who have been in Taproot's 805 for a while have experienced some of Allie's gentle yoga and stretches and movement and encouragement, and we just love it. So, in fact, would you do a little bit of that at the end today before we wrap things up?
I'd be happy to, yes.
It's part of the lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, and that's why we call this a lifestyle. Stress is a major contributor to inflammation. Lack of movement, our sedentary ways, each lead to inflammation. And yoga does a lot for that.
Absolutely. Between the stretching of the muscles, the strengthening, and the breathing, it sort of clears out your toxins and even the toxins in your head.
That's a really, really, really great thing to bring up, because our emotional state and having repressed and unaddressed emotional issues have a huge effect on our gut, on our nervous system, on everything. It's our spirits, our minds, and our bodies cannot be separated. And so, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I mean, it just reinforces what we're talking about, right? We have so much freedom of thought. We can choose to be in bondage. You know, we can choose to be in this mental state of bondage, or it is absolutely known that we can focus and take the massive action steps, you know, that it takes to make changes in our lives.
Totally.
So up here, our minds are awesome. Spirit, mind, and body, baby. So welcome back, everyone, to day 3. And I just wanted to do a quick recap on the first 2 days. And then I wanted to talk about toxins in our home and in our products. And then other forms of stressors on our bodies that cause inflammation, which we just talked about. One of them, our mental space, our emotional space, and lack of movement. We need to actually move. And when we do, it actually puts out toxins. And for me, I don't know about you, Allison, but I enjoy seeing, like, visualizing one cell or a cluster of cells. And it could be stagnant and low energy and weighed down, or with love and care and mindfulness, we can be breathing, we can be taking care of our mental space, we can be moving that body and drinking the water and eating those foods that push dead weight, toxin, dead energy out of those cells, which really is anti-inflammatory lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to share my screen and open up some visuals for us. If you are taking notes, this is a great time to bust out the notepad. We are going to share this right now. Okay, so let's start here at the top for our recap. So again, our foods to embrace, our foods to avoid. If you're here and you're watching, you probably already have this list. Feel free to message me if you have questions on this. Yeah, focusing on proteins and greens. We want a good diversity of vegetables and fruits and nourishment in our diet, because we need the micronutrients, but also because it keeps our gut biome healthy. So these are the foods to follow. Foods to avoid, another little list: high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated fat, and ingredients you can't pronounce. And go into any grocery store and 80% or more is going to have these right here, because again, the food industry is not here for us. And especially be suspicious if it advertises all natural, gluten-free, if it's really trying to drive in a point of we're super healthy, then that's when you need to look for added sugars and you need to be suspicious. Yeah, right. Whole real foods is what we really need to be moving towards. Oh, hello, tiny image. So you want to fill 75% of your plate with non-starchy veggies, okay? And then the rest, good quality, low fat, or not low fat, but lean protein, which I guess could be low fat. And then a grain, if you want to choose a grain to put in there, and then also a healthy fat, which would be like avocado, olive oil, salmon. And all of these foods, here's the misspell, I can't help but see that every time. All of these foods help tighten this junction right here. These cells are as our cells should be, nice and tight, keeping toxins and food particles out of our bloodstream. But those inflammatory foods, darn them, disrupt these cells and allow the toxins and pathogens in. And then our body wants to fight the infection and start sending white blood cells to fight the infection. And that's how we begin getting the systemic inflammation. And remember, our gut and our brain, tiny, tiny image, are absolutely 100% connected. They are best friends. They are talking all the time. So having a healthy gut leads to having a healthy brain. And these are very stressful times. Anxiety is like at a super high. Anxiety in our schools is very high. And a lot of it has to do with our nutrition. And remembering that depression and anxiety, that's a different gut biome makeup than a healthy gut. We need to feed the good bacteria and switch the diversity of that gut biome. Another thing that really helps with depression, incidentally, is also on our list of anti-inflammatory lifestyle. And that's sleep, which I didn't get enough of last night, but sleep really helps depression. So just putting that out there. These are enlarging for you, aren't they, as I'm sharing them? They're not enlarging for everybody. Oh, I need them to enlarge. Are only 2 to 3 greens good? I really don't like kale. Yeah, you don't have to have kale. Kale is an option. Okay, so I'm going to do a different screen share. I'm going to stop this one. And because I want you guys to be able to see these visuals.
Yeah, totally. Kale is just another leafy green. You can have, right? You can have spinach, romaine, lettuce, Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Cruciferous greens are fantastic. We should really be focusing on cruciferous greens, getting a lot of those in, as well as dark leafy greens. But then you want to add things like beets in, and fruits and veggies of different colors, because those contain different phytonutrients that are good for our bodies. We need those. And then I showed this one, okay, the leaky gut.
Yeah.
We want these healthy cells, not the big gap. And this one, I wish I had put them in a different kind of folder. The gut-brain connection one. Okay, and the gut and the brain always communicating. So in talking about feeding the good bacteria in our gut, we want to look for probiotics that include each of these. Go ahead and just take a moment. You can jot them down. I will post these. I have in the past in a different form. I will repost this one. most people do very well with probiotics. And it's important to be including and bringing in a lot of that good bacteria, especially if you've been on antibiotics a lot. Like myself, when I was on chronic strep, every time they took me off antibiotics, my throat would close right back up. And I was on antibiotics for over 6 months straight. And that wipes out your gut biome, wipes it out. So that's what you want to look for in your probiotics, these bacteria, and you want as many strains as possible. But inflammation is not only a matter of nutrition, like we've been saying. Things that also impact our gut health and our overall health are the stress, the chemical cleansers, trauma. That's, talked about unprocessed emotions. Trauma is one example of that. Trauma, in fact, I'm reading a lot about lately, and it's links to disease and autoimmune disease, which is also an inflammatory issue. So lack of sleep, scented body products, toxic thoughts, anger, and resentment. Okay, this one you've seen me post before. Mm-hmm. Let's go over here to this one. These are, I'm going to start before I get into any other products, chemical additives that are banned elsewhere, but are used here in the United States. Isn't that terrible? And this is a part of the mindset for me is, these are things that are known carcinogens. These are things that are not good for our bodies, and they disrupt our cells and they create that separation from perfect alignment. And this is not the time to be ignoring these things. More than ever, America is obese. America has diabetes. And I'm just talking about America, let alone the rest of the world. I don't know what all the statistics are in the world, but I know our country is in terrible shape. And it begins with what we're putting in our bodies. And the food industry, yeah, they provide food. Yeah, it's what we're used to, but it's not acceptable at this point to have as much sugar and as many additives in that are really bad for our bodies. And it just shows how really the bottom line is making money. The bottom line is not our health. And to me, that makes me kind of angry, and it makes me not want to feed into that, and rather, learn about eating whole real foods, learn about cooking. I'm learning to cook, which is kind of outstanding on its own, or astounding on its own. Here's some more. Come, show, load. Oh, hello, Facebook. Okay, well, that's not loading in well, maybe because I enlarged it too quickly. But M&Ms, Kool-Aid, Jell-O, Peeps. Surprise there, right? Dyed yellow marshmallow things, pink and yellow. Jimmy Dean, Pillsbury. I'll post this one as well. Let's bring this here. It continues, you guys. Growth hormones. I'll post each of these, but you can see the brands, and these are all known carcinogens that get into our foods, like are widely used and widely accepted. And again, the mindset is moving back to what's natural and what's clean, and realizing that these things are not going to put us there. We can't have it both ways. And so there are so many fantastic, like nature is so fantastic, and all the products, all the ingredients, everything we need is here. We just need to lean into that and trust it. And our bodies are magnificent. Okay, so chemical cleansers in our home. We've got a lot of them. Let me enlarge this. Okay, not going to enlarge. I'm just going to leave it. These are things you want to be looking for. I again can post this, but most of those, like pretty much all of those cleansers that you have under the cabinet, even some that say natural, all natural, take a look at what's in there. And these are the ones that you want to be watching out for and looking out for. These are known carcinogens that have completely been normalized in our homes. And there are thousands, I think it's thousands, I have the number coming up, of chemicals that are in our homes in these products. Maybe it's like 800. I might have the number totally wrong, but, and only like 200 plus have been tested. So it's really like dangerous. We're breathing in, we breathe these things in our air, and it causes us to become inflamed and sick. And this is actually a tipping point for some people who are doing all that they can, yet are still making slow progress or having inflammatory issues. Moving into natural products can really be a game changer, as well as air purifiers. Air purifiers make a huge difference for a lot of people. So beyond nutrition, look to these things. And I actually really like a brand called Norwex, which is it's a microfiber cloth is what it is. And it's really highly acclaimed. It gets like 99% of bacteria. It's got the silver within the super fine microfiber. And I will be making that available as well. So look for the link for that for people who are interested in moving into a cleaner product, like much cleaner. Norwex is rad. Okay, so is everybody taking a look at that? So we can get rid of that. Oh my goodness. All right, unacceptable facts. The average American uses 25 gallons of toxic products in their home annually. Cancer rates in 1900 were 1 in every 8,000. Cancer rates in 2013 is 1 in every 2. 150 chemicals in most US homes have been linked to allergies, birth defects, cancer, and other illnesses. No health information is known for 80% of the chemicals in commerce, right? Because they haven't been tested yet. It's just the norm, because the bottom line is making money. The bottom line isn't, oh, this is here for our health. And in fact, we need, I'm one of those people that want my kid to play in the dirt. We need bacteria and to interact and to grow our biome and our immunity as well. Being too sterile is not good, because you don't get the diversity in your gut. You don't have a healthy biome. Okay, top 12 toxins and personal care products. Take a look at what you have. If you're going to be making this change, one of the best things that I recommend is, because it can be expensive to switch everything out all at once, is just kind of go with the flow, and you start with what you're almost done with and find an alternative that you love. I think there are a lot of great locally sourced natural products. When I go to farmers market or just looking around in your community, I'm sure, well, for most people, they should be available online, definitely. But take a look at these products or toxins, make a note of these and look for them within your home. Allison, do you have any tried and true recommendation when it comes to natural products, or do you just kind of find what you find?
I haven't even really researched about what I do use, but I love Method. I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't even looked at the ingredients, but I'm just trusting that it's a good product.
Yeah. There's
but I've heard of Norwex, and I hear that's really, really good and clean.
Yeah, I mean, if you consider how clean we are, wiping down everything, spraying everything, We really shouldn't be breathing that stuff in, you know, and things like our carpets outgas, and they outgas for years. So if you have a new carpet, you have gas emitting and you're breathing that in, and we're just overloading our bodies with these toxins that separate us from this alignment and keep us inflamed and in pain. So these are things we can do. So have a gander at this puppy. These are toxic chemicals in our home, right? And of course, there's the carpet. This affected me once. 232 toxic chemicals are found in the umbilical cord, blood from US newborns. Gross. PFCs, PBDEs, and phthalates are in 99% of pregnant women. It's our skin, remember, absorbs everything in as well. And then we're breathing it in, and then we're eating it. And it's just time to get clean. And so they put us at different health risks. We can post that and you can examine it more later. If anybody has any questions for either Allison or I on this, we welcome them. I'm just going through, I figured these visuals are more effective than me listing chemicals and just talking about chemicals to you. Again, same thing, top 8 toxins in your home. Let's take a look at that. I would also love to know who is already toxin-free in their cleaning products and what they use. You know, there are so many great combinations with baking soda and lemon and vinegar, and essential oils. Some people have really fun recipes, just like people who make lotions, you know, that I always am kind of keeping an eye out for. And then another list of toxins in our home that I just wanted you to look at. I think the nonstick cookware is important. The coating on the cookware chips off over time and shreds off over time when especially if you're using a spatula, especially if you're using like a metal spatula as opposed to wood. Or whatever synthetic product, you know, they make them from, which also would chip away over time. And you ingest those, and it's a known carcinogen, yet normalized in our society. And we really have to question, should that be normal? No, we are incredibly intelligent beings. There are other ways to do this. Okay, almost through here. According to the EPA, the toxic chemicals in household cleaners are 3 times more likely to lead to cancer than outdoor air pollution. And cancer has probably affected all of us, right? So, all right. So oh, hello, Eileen. What is the best cooking vessel? Nice. It depends on what you're looking for. I use copper for my baking sheets, and I also have, hey, wow, sorry for all the screens. I also have ironclad cookware. That ironclad. I have to see what it's made of, but it's nice cookware, and it's not coated with anything. So that's what I use. If anyone has other, you know, ceramic is great. If you have other suggestions that you really like, please, let's be a community and help each other out on this. I also recommend, Eileen, parchment paper over aluminum foil. Yeah, aluminum foil is aluminum, you know, just like in deodorants with antiperspirant, it contains aluminum, and that stores in our glands, and it's a carcinogen and can lead to cancer. But we cook on it all the time. Yeah. It's terrible. We should not be cooking on that all the time. So could you list again safe cleaning products? Well,
You're going to share this. You're going to
I'm
share.
gonna, yeah, I'm gonna share the things, and also I'm gonna share about Norwex. I'll put some things up there. As far as products on the market, I actually don't use anything over the counter as it is. I've been using Norwex for a while, and I also use like vinegar, or sometimes I'll make a paste. It depends on what the need is, with baking soda and like lemon juice or water, whatever the need is. So, and then people, like I said, get fancy. So anti-inflammatory lifestyle is all of these things. It's the nutrition, it's the stress management, it's exercise, it's removing toxins from your home, grounding, which means getting out in nature, connecting with nature, barefoot on the grass or sand or soil, getting great sleep, and our mindset. And yoga helps with all of this. And before I hand it off to you, Allison, I just wanted to show this about meditation. There's a lot about meditation. I just grabbed this one. Those who meditate reduce their chances of heart disease by 87%, and reduce the possibility of cancer by 55%. And meditation, that takes so many forms. It can just be breathing. It could just be tuning inward. You can focus on something and meditate on it. A verse, an affirmation, whatever you would like. So I just wanted to share that. Yeah, crime rates drop in cities where they've done testing with people meditating over this city. There is a notable drop in crime rates. It's pretty incredible. So I'm going to close that out, because another fountain of youth that we have here is yoga. And Allison, I hand it over to you. Let me stop this share. There we go.
Great. Let's do a little yoga.
Yeah.
All right. So wherever you are, just get comfortable. If you're, some of you might be already in a seat, probably working from home. If you want to get down on the ground, go for it. If you have your yoga mat ready, I don't know if you would, but just get comfortable. Think about your spine being a straight line and a string coming straight out the top of your head, just to keep your spine in alignment. I'd like to start, I always start yoga classes in child's pose. So on the chair, if you have room, just push yourself back away from your desk a little bit, if you can. And just slowly let your arms drop down, your hands drop down toward the ground, and slowly let your head go down as far as they can. Release your neck, release your head. Keep your tailbone sort of facing down toward the chair. Engage your legs, and drop your shoulders, and feel your spine stretch. Inhale. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, slowly roll up to seated. Let out an exhale. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up toward the sky for mountain pose. Drop your shoulders, pull your core, tighten your core, pull your belly in toward your spine. Let's take a few inhales here as you squeeze your abs. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze them even more as you exhale and get all that air out of your body. Squeeze it out with your core. Inhale. Exhale, drop your arms down by your sides. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Sorry. Inhale, Actually, come to the edge of your seat. Really press into the ground with your heels. And then inhale, chair pose. Lean forward. Bring your fingertips up toward the corner of the room. Squeeze your knees together. Pull your belly in. This is a full body strengthening exercise. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Come back to a forward fold and release. Take another breath, another round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale, fall deeper. Sometimes letting go is the hardest thing to do. On your next inhale, come up to a seat. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands to heart center. Cleanliness is part of one of the first two of the 8 limbs of yoga. Cleanliness can mean so many things. We talked about cleanliness of the mind, cleanliness of your house with the correct cleaning products, and just getting toxins out of your life altogether. It's a beautiful thing. Keeping that in mind. Inhale, bring your hands to your third eye center. Exhale, bow to seal our practice together. Namaste.
Namaste. Allison, thank you.
You're
That was
welcome.
lovely. That was really a nice stretch.
Good,
Nice
I'm
opening.
glad.
I'm going to move my chair real quick. All right. Well, everybody, we want to just say thank you for attending this 3-day. I've got another visual for you here that I want to open up, but I'm going to try and open it large first, so I'm not flashing all this stuff to everybody. But it's not going to, whatever. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so let's bring it over here. Allison and I have been working together for a while because we really feel that this is so important for everybody. And so this is a course that she and I have set up. We really believe that this is not the time to be ignoring these known carcinogens and these known things that mess with our gut biome and mess with our health and keep us stressed and keep our immunity low when we really need to be elevating our immunity. And, you know, for me, this lifestyle got me out of this hip replacement. I was in chronic pain for a long time, and autoimmune disease. I have not been sick in ages, and and I had the chronic strep and the sinuses and chronic staph. This is the way, I believe, to go and to eat. So Allison and I made this package. It is a course. It is fantastic. It is all of these coaching modules on anti-inflammatory nutrition, more detailed about spices, about herbs, more information about leaky gut, but then it's also mindset work in finding your why and finding your internal motivation and creating that visualization for your life and the way that you know that it can be. And so it also includes 6 full yoga sessions from Allison, which is awesome, plus a meditation by myself. These things are life-changing, as well as what comes with the course. We also have Taproots Warriors, which is our ongoing support. So it's ongoing yoga weekly, ongoing meditation with me, ongoing coaching and accessibility to me, as well as any discounts to things that we are offering that are special. So this is a magnificent opportunity to jump in on this. And people like Dr. Walls, I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but she literally had MS and was in a wheelchair and went hard on anti-inflammatory lifestyle. And she's like the poster child. She is no longer in a wheelchair. She rides her bikes for exercise, and she is a stud. And she's a doctor, and she has a protocol, which is it's anti-inflammatory. We need to clean those cells and get rid of that inflammation. So we just wanted to extend this to you and let you know that it is open now, but it's not going to be open for long. And if you were to purchase this today or look into it today or over the course of this next week, you get a $200 discount overall, whether you do it on a monthly basis or all at once. So this is the time to jump in, especially with the holidays. If there's someone you love who is suffering, who you know could really use this, this is the time to jump in and gift them with this. Hmm. So Allie, do you have anything to add today?
Just happy to be here, and yeah, it's a great program. I mean, so much information. It's lovely to hear you speak, Annie, because you're really inspiring. Thanks. To make you want to eat the right things and do the right things for yourself. And it's all factual. It's all true, and it all works.
Yeah. Right on. It does. It makes a huge difference in how you feel and act in your body, spirit, mind, and body.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, these are going up on into the group right away. Jump in, grab your copy while you can. Check out the website, Taproots 805, and please join us for future events. Thanks for being here.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thank you.